Well, guys, because we're starting just a tad bit late, I'm not going to do the traditional opening of the show and all the whole the spiel there. So I'm just going to say thank you guys for joining us on another episode of The Rundown. I am Chris Fagan, and joining me, as always, is my lovely wife. This is Mrs. Christopher Fagan. Hey, babe, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
And returning back to talking through the movies, we're back with, well, he's kind of real close.
I'm zoomed
there
in.
You go. Sean Malloy, man. There you go. Welcome.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Back on the channel here, man. And you know, there's nobody here at the moment because, you know, they're used to us being starting the show over an hour ago, and I've been pushing it all night because we had a couple of audio issues and stuff, and it turned out it was all my fault. But we're here, man. We're back with a reunion of the channel here with talking through the movies, man. And, what was it? Playing the games, killing the news. What was it? How did it go? How did the
watch the movies, playing the games, and killing the noobs?
We're back, man. What's up, Sean, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Staying busy. Not as busy as you, but I've been staying busy.
Playing over there, playing your Xbox and having a good time without me. Don't never invite me to the Xbox clan anymore. What's up with that shit?
These are lies.
Well, anyway, while I'm in the middle of my lies, guys, we're gonna go through the regular routine. We're gonna go through the 3 acts of the show. First act of the show, we're gonna be talking about entertainment news and trending topics. Second act, we're gonna talk about some reviews and some reactions. Ooh, I forgot to look at some of those things. I was having so many problems with the technical difficulties. I forgot. So we're gonna skip over some things because did you look at any of the stuff that I have on the notes?
No,
I did.
didn't have
Sean, did you?
I looked at the notes, but
I
a
looked
lot of this stuff.
Don't worry about it. I did the same thing. Don't worry about it. We're gonna skip through that. We're gonna power through those. The things that we were supposed to watch. I didn't even do my homework, and I even set the damn thing. So we'll power through that. So second act, we're gonna talk about Ant-Man. We'll talk about that. And if you guys haven't seen it, we might get a little spoilery, so don't plug your ears. Come back later. And in the third act, we're going to do a rundown. I wanted to do a after Valentine's kind of a rundown, you know, the aftermath. I love February the 15th because that's when a lot of relationships end and people are all crying. I caught her cheating. I caught him cheating. I caught her and him cheating with a group of our neighbors in an orgy that I wasn't invited to. I mean, I love those stories, man. So we're going to talk about some stuff like that and go and give a quick rundown on our thoughts on that stuff. But without further ado, let's get right into the show, babe. Not sure. I think your notes are wrong. These are the notes we're going to be reading from, really. Right there. There you go, babe. I'm like treating her like a child, like fixing.
So
yeah.
Referencing 2B here, this is actually kind of an exciting thing whenever Chris starts talking about this. I'm excited about this.
About what?
About Lady Gaga. I think she's going to be amazing.
Don't get ahead of the show, guys. In the live chat, guys, if you're watching us live, man, always remember to help contribute to the rundown by give us a rundown in the chat board. Like if you got your favorite, I don't know, your favorite horror movies, your favorite comic book movies, your favorite actors who got caught in a scandal. I don't know. Put them in the live chat. I want to run them down because during the rundown portion of the show, I want to run down all the stuff that you want to list out. Here's my list of my top favorite Gremlins from Gremlins 1 and 2 in this order. Number 1, Spike. Number 2, stuff like that, you know. Sean, what about you? You got anything you want to run down real quick before we get started?
No, but you bringing up Gremlins, that's something you got to talk about later because that would be, I would be welcome to a new Gremlins movie.
What, your favorite Gremlin?
Oh yeah, Daffy for sure.
My favorite is Spike.
Nah, I like the one that's insane. He looks like he's got.
Oh yeah, the guy with the googly eyes.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Yeah, he's my favorite. That's my spirit animal right there. Daffy's my spirit animal.
And check out the live chat, guys. I have a poll that's already up. The question is, will Robert Downey Jr. return to Marvel as Iron Man? Right now, it's at 1 vote, 100% saying yes. All right. Moving on. Babe, we have a couple of things we're going to talk about in the entertainment news and the entertainment portion of the show. But before we get into that, let's see if I can get our Navigator Nixon's voice in here real quick. So before we get into entertainment news, here's how you can contribute to the channel if you so choose to.
Hey everyone! Want to know how you can support the channel? You can start by smashing the like button on this video, share, and by leaving comments during and after the live stream. It won't cost you a thing, and it really does help us out. As mentioned earlier, tipping is always appreciated with a super chat to go along with your question or comment. Not only will it help us get close to reaching our goals, we will also respond to your super chats as they come in or during our We Got Your Mail segment, guaranteed. Can't send a super chat here on YouTube? Another way you can get your tipped question in is by going to streamlabs.com/T3medias/tip. You'll see a page that looks like this where you can submit your name, comments, and donation. You can also find T3 Medias on Cash App, and for our Twitch viewers, you can donate anytime. Thanks for the support, and now here's your host with the latest in entertainment news.
All right, there you go. That's how you can help support the channel at any time, guys. We appreciate you if you send your donations in. But if you can't, hit the like button. It's all good. That's free. Hit that like button, or hit the thumbs down. I don't care if you don't like it, because sometimes my face can cause people to get upset. So yeah, hit the thumbs down. Doesn't matter if you like it. If you hate it, I love it. Babe, without further ado, would you mind? Let's get into the first topic of of the week.
From page 6, Megan Fox responded to rumors her fiancé, Machine Gun Kelly, cheated on her with guitarist Sophie Lloyd amid split speculation. After the actress made headlines for a cryptic social media upload Sunday, one of her followers wondered in the comments whether the rocker got with Sophie, seemingly referring to the musician in his band. "You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath," the Jennifer's Body star wrote. Megan went on to unfollow MGK, whose real name is Colson Baker, only following 3 A-listers, Eminem, Harry Styles, and Timothée Chalamet, before deleting her account altogether. So, what do you think about MGK cheating on Megan?
I put this topic up because it just dropped and stuff. And this would have been something that Tabatha would have been all over. That's really one of the reasons why I put this as a topic. Because I can already see Sean rolling his eyes like, what the hell? Why are we talking about this? You invited me here for this?
No, for years now, he's just a really unlikable person.
Which one?
MGK.
Yeah.
And the fact that she followed Eminem.
Yes.
For all the crap between them, I find it kind of ironic, but he's just, I don't know. It's something about this guy is really unlikable. I hope she does get away from this guy.
He just gives me really punk vibes.
Yeah.
Just such a punk.
I was noticing that, because I know that if I'm remembering correctly, Megan Fox was trying to follow the Angelina Jolie path, because Angelina Jolie in Hollywood, she's like a bad girl in Hollywood kind of a thing, and then when she became a mother or got married and stuff, her whole direction changed, and now she's directing, and she's not doing the bad girl thing anymore, and it felt like Megan Fox was doing that same thing. She had her ups and her downs in her careers. She was doing the bad girl. I don't give a damn. I'm only being cast as a sex symbol type of a person. But then it felt like a maturity was coming in, ironically, after the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. But it felt like a maturity part of it was coming in. Then she got with MGK and just went straight back.
Yeah.
And went back to that. What about you, Sean? Do you agree with that assessment?
No, that's pretty. I was gonna say earlier, it's almost like she's hit a midlife crisis. If you look at, all you have to do is look at the way she dressed from before she started hanging around with this guy.
Yeah, and I'm not shaming. I like looking at the chi-chis.
But I don't know, man. I just don't like him. No offense. I know he's successful at what he does. He's just.
Is he though?
I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah, he makes money.
I'll give you that.
But I don't know anybody who listens to him or actually cares for this individual. But I'm just throwing that out there. I hope Megan gets free and runs away from this person.
And hey, the person that he's accused of getting with his guitarist and stuff like that. People are always going to be like they're going to say the same thing. How can you're getting with Megan Fox every day? How can you do let me, whether you like it or not, let me tell you how the human brain or the male brain works. Like I said, I think me and Joy were talking about this the other day. I said, even Halle Berry got cheated on. I'm like, there is if if you're in that situation where even if you consider yourself being with the most beautiful cover girl model in the world, a 10 model or whatever, these stories still happen, and people are like, how? I don't know. Maybe he's an idiot. Maybe he got bored. I'm not saying nothing. This isn't Megan's fault or nothing like that. It seemed like he's just not the type of dude that was ready to like really settle down. I couldn't see it, and I don't know. So, hey, I just thought it was pretty funny that before she deleted her Instagram account, she followed Eminem first.
Followed Eminem,
and I'm curious how this is all gonna
make sure to send a message.
Make sure he found out too. Not only like you better hope that Eminem didn't get a phone call. Because that I'm waiting for that ultimate. If she really wants to go the bad girl route, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for.
Imagine if she started dating him.
Oh my god! Oh, could you imagine the diss track from Eminem that would come out from that? Oh, dude.
All he needs to do is make one tweet. I'm ready for the call.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Megan, I'm ready for your call.
Megan, I'm ready.
People would just lose it.
No, dude, Machine Gun Kelly. The sex tape with him and the new girl would probably come out the day after. I'm telling you, it would be crazy. But guys, I don't know. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. Put your thoughts below. Let us know what you guys think. Put it in the, as Sean called it. The reason why I call it the box is because Sean calls it the box. Put your thoughts in the box below. Sean, your shirt says the box. So that's cool. Yeah, my bad. Oh, I thought it was talking about the chat room box. Yeah, he called it the box. So I don't know. No, that's what I call it now. All right, guys, let's move on to the next story. Babe, what do we got next?
From The Hollywood Reporter, How to Train Your Dragon live action movie as Universal takes a page out of the Disney playbook. Universal has dated the feature for a March 14th, 2025 release, and sources also say the casting process is already underway. The original animated trilogy was a hit with audiences grossing more than $1.6 billion at the box office. Sean, would you be interested in a live adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of them. I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't heard about something a little sooner about this. I do think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Whether or not the movie will be good, we'll see. But I do think it's a smart idea. They should have jumped on this, especially with all the Game of Thrones and the House of Dragons. Everybody, the whole resurgence of the idea of dragons has kind of like come back. So yeah, good idea.
Oh yeah, I agree. And just like the report said, taking a page out of Disney's playbook. I mean, it makes sense that with that property, what was it total out of the three movies? This animated feature out of three movies, it made over $1 billion collectively. The trilogy did
almost two.
And so, like just like Sean said, that's perfect with the craze of Game of Thrones, especially how House of Dragon, what we call Hot D, being so popular, and it's a no-brainer. This visually, the animated series, I've watched all three of them, and the maturity of the story is so compelling. This is perfect for live adaptation. I see nothing. I'm calling it right now. If they do the trilogy just like they did with the live action, if not the first one, the second one will cross the $1 billion mark. By the third one, this will be $1 billion. This is going to make way more money than the cartoon did. If they do it, and if they do it right, if they do the animation version of it justice, this is going to be a huge hit because these characters are lovable. What's that dragon's name? I forgot the damn dragon's name. That he's like a dog. It's like a boy and his dog stories are always golden and golden. But this is going to be $1 billion franchise. I can already tell. Like you said, Sean, I'm surprised they haven't done this a long time ago. Joy, what do you? I know you're looking up something, but you can.
It's well, I didn't watch.
I almost said his name was Syphilis, but it's not Syphilis. It's something else.
Dragon's name is Syphilis.
I don't know why the name Syphilis. I know, guys in the chat box, what is that dragon's name? Joy looking it up. But what do you think about the idea of Syphilis, the live action movie? What do you think?
It'd be kid friendly.
What do you think?
I mean, it's not really. Well, I mean, I might watch this since it's live action. I didn't watch any Toothless.
Toothless. His name is Toothless. Not Syphilis. It's Toothless. My bad. My bad. I got my emphasis is wrong. But Toothless is the live action movie. What do you said you didn't watch any of the cartoons?
You know, the animated movies aren't my thing.
Yeah, Joy doesn't like.
I think they should go the route of give it kind of a like a Harry Potter-esque kind of feel to it, where it kind of appeals to both young children and teens and preteens, and
especially with the first one. And you're right. The first one was kind of like that. And the awesome thing about this franchise is, as the main character got, every movie, the main character, he aged. I mean, everybody got older. By the third movie, he's a grown man. He's like a leader of his people.
I mean, if they do it right, it could be huge.
Yeah.
If they do it well, casting and I'm sure it could be a really big franchise.
I predict by the second or third one, if not the first one. Sean hit the nail on the head with that. If you follow the Harry Potter route, because Harry Potter got more mature as the movies went on. And so did How to Train Your Dragon. It was a teenage boy and his dragon, but by the second and third movie, he was a man, and the plots matured along with it's. So this is a great idea. I can't wait for it, guys. Let us know what you guys think about a possible not Syphilis, Toothless How to Train Your Dragon movie, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, babe. What do we got next?
From Screen Rant, Velma Season 2 is still happening. Despite Velma's many striking distinctions from Scooby-Doo, the controversial new series has become HBO Max's most watched animated show, which may explain reports of Velma Season 2 happening. Babe, what do you think?
As the only person probably here who watched Velma, and when I did my review right here on the show, I said that every episode, there was always one joke that floored me, that I could see the brilliance behind the whole thing, but it was always that one. It was just one joke that was like, this is brilliant. Then the rest of the episode is like meh, and that's how every episode was. 99% meh, 1% brilliant, because Velma was just trying to do what Harley Quinn on HBO Max has already done, but Harley Quinn was doing it better. My theory, or my suggestion to make the show better, have the main characters exactly the way the original characters acted and how innocent they act, but the town that they lived in being rated R and mature and stuff, keep that the same. But the main characters could have been like Shaggy being yoinks in high school and all that. Like keep. Like that way it would have been like old school versus new school. But hey, I'm not writing the show and whatever. But this situation that people watched that show just to shit on it gave a boost to the views and caused the show to be technically a hit, because people were only watching it just to shit on it. I think it's funny as hell. And for a fact that the creator of the show, what's her name? Mindy something.
Colleen.
Yeah, she's gonna make fun of, because she got so much hate and so much shit from the toxic, red pill society guys or whatever. A guy screaming woke in her ear every 5 seconds. She's gonna bomb back on them by season 2. We're back, bitches, kind of a thing. Sean, I don't know. Sean, do you watch Velma or any of the? You don't have. Do you have? You're watching HBO
No,
Max?
I do. Yeah, I've seen the trailer and I started to watch the first episode and I turned it off. Every time I think of the show, I'm serious. Every time I think of this show, I think of that little guy from Ghostbusters Museum, and he walks up to that painter. And
Everything you're doing.
everything
here.
you're doing is bad.
Yes.
I just want you to know this.
Yes.
Like,
I'm telling you, dude. 99% of that show was just meh to me, but there was always one joke in every episode that killed me, and I'm like, why can't the rest of the show be like this? And the show calls itself out. It's purposely making fun of the people that criticize it. From episode 1, they knew how people were going to react to this, and they made that a part of the joke. I predict by season 2, even the haters on it are going to, if people keep hate watching it, this show is going to probably start winning people over. It's going to be weird. But Sean, you think now that you know that a season 2 is coming, will you give it a chance and try to power through, or you like that's it? If it didn't get you by episode 1, that's it. You're not watching anymore.
I'm going to be honest with you. This was like one of those shows that when I saw the little avatar thing for it, I was like, why?
Why?
Like, why does this show even
like
exist?
where the hell is Scooby?
Like, who's in the writing room saying, "Oh, let's make a show about Velma"? I don't get it, But hey, there is an audience out there. Obviously, somebody's watching it. So.
Yes, a hate audience. I mean, that's the whole point. That people they tuned in to hate on this show, and it caused their ratings to go up.
Same principle that people say like on TikTok, like you're giving views. If it's somebody is controversial or doing something, they're like, don't watch their videos because even if you don't like it, they're getting views.
Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning of this show, I don't care if you hit the thumbs down button. Screw you. I don't care. It helps. Hit the thumbs down button. I don't give a damn. No, hit the thumbs up though, for real. I ain't playing. Guys, let us know what you guys think. Are you a part of the society that's like, it's woke, I can't believe it? And are you the guy that was hate watching Velma and caused the goddamn season 2 to get greenlit? Your hate. What did Palpatine say? Only your hate will make us stronger. Yeah. All you guys, that's what you did. You only made Velma stronger by hating on it so hard. So good job. Good job, haters. All right, babe. What's the next topic of the week?
From Deadline, Scream 6 headed to franchise record opening at box office, tracking today with what looks to be a franchise opening record of 37 million stateside. The previous highest movie was Scream 3 back in 2000, which debuted to 34.7 million stateside. Lots of factors contributing to this, such as the star power of Wednesday's Jenna Ortega. Also, fans were pleased with the previous movie. Before we run down the other factors, why this franchise has succeeded, what are your thoughts on Scream 6 and its box office predictions?
Sean, you want to take that one first? What do you think about the idea that Scream 6 might break a Scream franchise record?
I think that the guys who made these movies, regardless of what anybody thinks about the movies themselves, these guys have played a really successful path of, we're going to make a movie with an established brand.
Yeah.
It's been around since the 90s.
Yeah.
We're not going to spend a whole lot of money on it. So it doesn't matter if the box office is even what people would consider mediocre, it's still profitable. Whether or not, again, this is going to be a good movie, we'll see. Did you
see Scream 5?
I have not seen any of the newer ones. No, I saw the original one.
Now look, I can understand missing some of the other newer ones, but I recommend Scream 5.
I mean, I think based on the surprising hit of 5 being better than people anticipated.
Way better than 4 and 3.
Yeah. And the fact
2.
that Jenna Ortega is on a hot, she's the it girl at the moment.
At Wednesday.
Yeah, she's the new.
It's going to bring
the new hotness.
It's going to bring people in. That, and there's going to be also those people that are going to be like, are we going to see Nev Campbell somewhere?
I still predict that Nev Campbell they're pulling our leg. Yeah, I still predict that Nev Campbell is the villain. That's my prediction. But
that would be kind of clever, actually. Her character makes the full circle. She's had too much.
Yeah,
she's had too much of this.
It's like, you know what? I'm gonna. What did Mike Tyson say? I'm gonna make him feel my pain. What was that saying?
Oh yeah, we. That's a long, nasty sentence, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah. But basically, yeah, Nev Campbell be like, I'm gonna make everybody feel my pain. And to me, that would have made sense for part 5. But the way part 5, I said before that the Scream franchise reminds me a little bit of the Fast and Furious franchise. That after the introduction of like The Rock and whatnot, Fast 4 showed a potential of where it could go, and in part 5 they took the whole franchise in a whole different direction that made it a powerhouse, $1 billion franchise. And I feel like Scream 5, maybe a little bit Scream 4, maybe was that also that pivotal moment steering it into a new direction. Not the fact that it's one of those legacy sequels and stuff like that, but I honestly feel like that this is now becoming Jenna Ortega's franchise. With, like you said, Sean, with the popularity of Wednesday and everything like that, this is the litmus test. This is gonna, if this is gonna break records, then if Nev Campbell isn't in this movie, then she won't be in any other. I still feel like she is being screwed over. That Nev Campbell is being screwed over because she was right. Every sequel, the star always gets more and more money. And she
I think
was
you're right,
not.
though. I think she needs to be the villain. That would be perfect.
That it would, and it would be twofold. I mean, it would pass the torch officially to Jenna Ortega, or the new cast, and it would be a shock to everybody else. But that's just us predicting what the movie's going to be about. But guys, let us know what you guys think about the fact that Scream 6 looks like it's on a path to set a new box office record for the franchise. Are you looking forward to seeing it? Do you want Nev Campbell to be the bad guy? Do you think this is now Jenna Ortega's franchise? Let us know in the box below, and we'll talk about it later, or maybe on an upcoming We Got Your Mail. Moving on. Babe, what is it the last? Wait. Before we move on, there was some stats on No, moving on. I'll just move on. Move on, babe. What do we got next coming up?
I Am Legend 2, co-produced by and starring Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan. In a conversation with Deadline, the producer and screenwriter shared that the film will follow an alternate ending, one where Will Smith's character does not perish. For us who have seen I Am Legend, what do we think about this?
Have we all seen I Am Legend, baby? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
You've never seen it, Sean? You've seen. Me and you have seen I Am Legend. All right. Yeah. What do you think about this news about an alternate ending sequel?
I'm be honest. I think it's a mistake.
You don't think you don't
I think the people that actually really enjoyed this movie, it's going to alienate the hell out of them. They're going to be like, what do you mean?
Wasn't there an alternate ending that was released online? I
saw the theatrical cut. I did not see a director's
cut.
Go.
If you go online on YouTube, that unreleased alternate ending to I Am Legend where Will Smith lives, there is an alternate ending. But the theatrical cut, you're right, it showed that Will Smith died. But according to the producers, I Am Legend 2 will follow. You're right. This might be a mistake because the theatrical release ending was what we all saw. Now you have to explain that there was an alternate ending, and then explain that this is what we're following after. So, yeah, I agree. You're probably right.
And as much as I actually really do love Will Smith as an actor, I think he's kind of box office poison right now. Will that be forever like that? No, hopefully not. But
I would say that Bad Boys 4 will be the litmus test to that.
If he can't be successful in Bad Boys, then we all know that unfortunately his, time on that throne is just done.
Maybe he'll die again in I Am Legend 2 and then pass the torch officially to Michael B. Jordan. Maybe that's what they're gonna do.
Oh my God!
Like this dude, like maybe he'll become one of the vampires at the end of I Am Legend 2, and then this book.
Now, if he is a zombie the whole time, that would be a little bit more acceptable than him just not have dying. I think that's a little silly.
Like he gets turned and becomes one of the zombies, and Michael B. Jordan is one. Hey, I mean, like, look, Michael B. Jordan is on this path, the path like The Rock is, where like how The Rock was called franchise Viagra. I mean, first he takes Rocky's franchise from him, and now he looks like he's taking Will Smith's franchise from him and moving forward with it. Michael B. Jordan is just snatching up all these franchises, so it could be good. Maybe not. I don't know, guys. Let us know what you guys think about it, and we'll maybe we'll talk about it some more. Babe, what is the last topic we have today?
Also from Deadline. Following the news that Hugh Jackman would be reprising his Wolverine role in Marvel Studios' Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds looks to have found his next co-star. Sources tell Deadline that breakout The Crown star Emma Corrin has joined the cast. Details behind the character are unknown, other than that they will play the villain. What are your thoughts on Emma Corrin playing the villain of Deadpool 3? I don't know who she is.
I know who she is from The Crown.
Well, I don't watch The Crown.
From The Crown, she plays Princess Diana. She's great as Princess Diana, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how a talented dramatic actress like this, how she's handled in the hands of a crazy ass Ryan Reynolds, especially in a Deadpool movie. I'm excited about it. Sean,
I'm gonna say this right now. This movie is going to be huge.
Huge.
It's gonna be huge.
MCU.
Man, everybody loves Ryan Reynolds. I love Ryan Reynolds. I think his humor is great. I think from what I've read about the chemistry between Hugh Jackman's character and his character, they completely despise each other. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to make for some really good jokes.
Yeah, but you know that's all fake. Like that fake hate between him and Ryan Reynolds.
No. But I'm saying on their characters, not the people.
Oh yeah. Their characters. Yeah.
Yeah, like Wolverine cannot stand him apparently. So I think and he can't kill him either. So he's just going to be, for fun of it, he's going to be like stabbing him every once in a while, just because he gets on his nerves.
And in the chat room, we got Dark Agent saying that he has an interesting theory about the MCU. Share it, yeah. Go ahead, share it, man. We'll talk about it. But yeah, put your theory in. Maybe far-fetched, but I stand by it. You have an interesting theory, but I stand by it. Yeah, what's your theory? But yeah, I think I like I said, I like the choice of the actress. I mean, it looks like she's going to be the main villain. In part one, we had a guy villain, and his henchman was what's her name? From the former MMA fighter who was in
Carano.
Lisa Carano. And then in part two, it was a boy and Juggernaut as the main villain. And now in part three, the main villain is going to be a woman, and maybe she was probably going to have a couple funny henchmen. I can't predict what character she's going to play, but whenever Ryan Reynolds is playing off of a female and just with all those dirty jokes, it's gonna be hilarious because
him and Hugh Jackman are already
hilarious.
I mean, and they mess with each other all the time, anyway. So I'm excited to see.
They're gonna fight at some point in this.
Oh
movie.
yeah. The rumor, not only that, is that also that Patrick Stewart and the gentleman who plays Ian McKellen is his name for Magneto is rumored to also be coming into the fold as well.
They're gonna need to do some de-aging for that.
I mean, maybe, but
it depends on when it takes place.
I mean, they didn't do any de-aging.
This is supposed to be set in an alternate universe because they said Logan is dead.
Yeah,
this is a different.
My prediction is this is Deadpool trying to get into the MCU because he knows his universe is dying, so he's trying to sneak his way into the MCU.
Harrison Ford said for like Indiana Jones, because they had so many hours of footage from back in the day of when he first shot that they were able to use all of that extra unused footage now as his so it looks realistic. It doesn't look CGI.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They were able basis for the deep fake.
Yeah. So he's like it looks. He's like, I was like, wow, yeah, it looks great. Because they had so much stuff to work with
that was unused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Patrick Stewart, he's played a lot of stuff, like, especially that character from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's looked old for a long time, but
that'd be cool.
There's still a lot of footage that they could use so that it looks
like he's younger.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty legit without it being like, ew.
I mean, they didn't have to de-age him for Multiverse of Madness. So I mean, that'd be
he's
fine.
been bald. He's looked like that for a long time.
Yeah, he's
since
been
the
like
90s.
that since the 80s.
Yeah.
The next generation. I remember that.
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about all of those topics and more. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. There's something I don't know if anybody's. I can't
see anything.
Nothing's popping up on our end for the comment section, but we see that somebody did say something, but it's popping up on one screen.
Not in here.
But it's not popping up for us to read off. I might have done something messed it up, but yeah, keep sending your comments. We can see them. It's just we can't see them on everything. All right, guys. Let's move on to the second act of the show, reviews and reactions and read. But before we get into that, guys, let's hear again from Miss Nixon. Let's hear. This is how you can also find our other social media platforms and all that good stuff.
You can connect with T3 Media Studios on all of our social media platforms when you go to our Linktree. On Linktree, you can find things like our Amazon wishlist, IMDb, Instagram, TikTok, as well as our official blog at t3medias.com. When you find us on Linktree. This is your navigator, Nixon. Now let's get to the review.
All right, guys. Sean, I don't know could you hear that or was it faint or not?
No, I could hear it.
You could hear it pretty good. Okay, I'll just make sure our sound was connected. All right, moving on to the next thing. We're going to take a look at the Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn picture that came out. This went online, and let's get your reviews on it. Sean, did you get to take a look?
Yeah, she looks so intense. Look at those eyes.
Yeah,
she's so intense.
Are they having sex in the coat closet there?
And it almost looks like he's either smeared makeup on her or she's bleeding from her nose or something.
It looks like he kissed her. Look like it's right there on her lip, like it's makeup, because he's got makeup on his lips. I think he kissed her. I think they just kissed.
Oh, no doubt they've done that, but
or you might be right. Maybe he broke her nose.
That looks like she's bleeding from her nose. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think of that. And she's using the blood to give herself.
He's not. Even lipstick. In the cartoons, he's known to slap her around. Unfortunately.
And they showed that in that was an unused scene in Suicide Squad, the first Suicide Squad movie. They had Jared Leto like smack her around, but they cut it out. They didn't show it in the theater actual version of it. And this being rated R, this definitely, since part one was about mental health, I'm wondering if they're going to show that abuse. Now, this is the type of relationship. This is one of the reasons why our other co-host, Tabatha, she does not like the Harley Quinn character at all because of that abusive relationship between her and Mr. J. She hates that version of Harley Quinn, but the updated lesbian version, she loves that.
Realistically though, how capable of having any sort of a normal relationship with anybody, let alone an affectionate relationship with anybody, can the Joker actually have?
Yeah, this version of the Joker. He loved his mother,
and he killed her,
but only because she lied to him. Yeah. but before all the lying, he loved her. So this Joker is capable of love, and he's capable of jealousy for Harley Quinn at least. Like even on Suicide Squad, remember when Common was like, "Hey, man, I don't want no beef." Remember that's my favorite line. Yeah. That's my favorite line of that movie. You don't want no beef. You don't want. You want to get with my girl Harley Quinn. This Harley, what did he say? You want to get with this hunker of a man here? Oh, Joker, I don't want no beef. Oh, you don't want no beef. You don't want no. Anyway, babe, what do you think about this whole situation with Harley? Do you want any beef?
Lady Gaga's always done well I know she hasn't done a ton of stuff, but she's done well in the stuff that she's done.
Yeah, people don't realize that she has a background in drama and stage acting. People don't know this about her.
I'm gonna make a prediction.
What's that?
That this movie is gonna focus a whole lot more on the physical and psychological change that she is going to go through, rather than because it like if you look at the Harlequins in the back, it was very quick like the transition from being just the therapist to full blown psychotic jumping in vats of chemicals.
Yeah.
I think a lot more of this movie I hope is going to be spent during the transition, like, because I mean she's basically driven to completely change everything about herself by this guy.
Yeah, she's a doctor.
Yeah, like she has her life on trail, and then it completely takes a U-turn. So,
yeah. Well, Joker's packing, man. People don't realize that. He's a dude packing, maybe. Yeah, he's got that good. I don't know, guys. That picture looks pretty intense. So we realize it's gonna be people all turned off. Oh my God, it's gonna be a musical. I think they're throwing us off on that. I don't think like the whole damn movie they're gonna be singing. There's gonna be some parts where they do sing because you got Lady Gaga. She can sing.
Yeah.
When I think of what I first thought of when they said this is gonna be a musical, I thought of Joker Part 1 after he killed those guys in the subway, and then he would lock himself in that bathroom and he started symphonizing by himself, and the music was playing in the background. All that music was in his head. I think that's what we're gonna see. Like if they break out in song like a Disney movie, I think it's just gonna be in his mind, but we're just gonna see the craziness play out, like some people all over the place singing. I think that's all gonna be in Joker's head, but that's just me. That's my theory, and I don't think it's gonna take up too much of the movie. But guys, I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about this first image of Lady Gaga. I didn't do my homework, so we can skip the next two. Let's just move on to the Ant-Man. And if you guys haven't seen Ant-Man, we'll try not to do any spoilers. But me, Joy, and Tabitha went to a screening of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, Ant-Man is... baby, you mind if you look up where it's sitting at? Did you already look up where Rotten Tomatoes, where it's at right now? Because last time I checked, it was at 53%. Sean, you said you weren't really that interested in going. Did you ever see Ant-Man 1 or 2?
I did see the first one.
Mm-hmm. You saw the first one?
I have not seen the second one or this one.
If you haven't seen any of the Ant-Man movies, and if you haven't seen Endgame, and if you haven't seen Loki, those are most of the things that you have to really see. This is one of those. This is back in the day. You didn't have to watch any of the previous stuff to watch any of the other movies. Like they were separated enough where you weren't forced to watch everything else to know what's going on. And this
I'm wrong. I did see the sequel. I forgot. I did see the sequel. Because it's the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that one. Okay.
Yeah. So if you watch Ant-Man and the Wasp and watch Loki, that's what you kind of need to watch to see Ant-Man 3.
What's the critics? It's got it down to 48.
Damn, it dropped again.
What's the box office?
Yeah,
what
the audience score
is
86.
It just dropped. The movie just started today, so it's no box office results yet.
Audience score is 86%.
Well, that's pretty good.
I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. There's one character in there that if you pull up the cast, remember the leader when they went into the quantum realm, that woman that was in charge of those people saving.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what her character. You can look up her character's name. You find that actress. I didn't like her. I said that Michael Douglas he was consistent. He was one of the best parts of the movie. Michelle Pfeiffer. The only thing that I didn't like about her, not her performance, but it was just what her character choices were, like keeping secrets from the rest of the family and not saying anything about Kang when she knew Kang was in it. I assumed that this was going to be a what if Ant-Man dies and we're really just passing the torch to his daughter to become the new Ant-Man or Ant-Woman thing. I thought that I was worried that they were doing that. Again,
no, but we did get to see her step into
her dad's old role.
And right behind her stepmom.
Yeah,
she's right there with them.
On Ant-Man 1, it was about fighting for the little guy and stuff like that, and it was grounded. I mean, it wasn't about saving the world or saving the universe. Ant-Man was like almost like Spider-Man, was fighting the small stuff and being for the people and all that stuff. Oh, I got the wrong graphic up. Oh, I don't have any Ant-Man graphic up, do I? Let's see. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry, guys. There we go. But Ant-Man 3, they said that they were trying to make it like an Avengers level type of a movie. It is not. It's ambitious and it tries to be, but it's not. It still, to me, stays in the same theme. They're not fighting street level criminals and all that. They're fighting a epic big bad. But the funny thing about it is, it's all happening in the quantum realm, which is technically a small ass universe that we can't see. So technically, it's it is like lower level, street level, because it's happening in I call it in my review on our blog, I called it a pocket size epic, because it's technically a big, ambitious, universal, multiverse level type of a threat, but it's all happening in this tiny little space that nobody
knows about.
That nobody knows about. So it's technically small.
Well,
that was the brilliant thing.
Feel like it's up there with the
Avengers,
Infinity War, those movies.
Yeah.
I personally liked it a lot more than Thor.
Love and Thunder, yeah. So everybody that's hating on it, giving it worse reviews than Thor: Love and Thunder and the Eternals and stuff, I'm like, no, it was way better than those movies. Way better. I'm gonna go see. I want to see it again, actually. And that's, to me, that's my litmus test. If I go to, or if I want to see the movie again on the big screen, that to me is a sign of a fun time and a good time. I love movies where I'm like, I'm gonna go see that again.
I thought it had some nice surprise things that came out that you were like, that's not, I like that.
Yeah.
Some little nice surprises here and there of cast that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
That you're like, that's
I think she held on. John, is it Michael? Not Michael. Is it the guy who plays Kang? Something Jordan.
Jonathan Major.
Sorry, Jonathan Major. His acting is next level. As the bad guy, it's almost like Thanos, like the way, because he doesn't. Even though Ant-Man is like half action, half comedy, he was all business. He was like, they call that the straight. He played the straight man kind of a character, like straight laced, and he didn't like he barely even cracked. I don't even think he cracked the joke. He was all business and manipulating, and his subtle. Even when he was being subtle, he was being threatening. And the fact that we've seen how his body is all shaped up for Creed 3 and stuff like I felt so sorry for Paul Rudd having to get into a fist fight with this dude. That was like pretty much laughing at when Kang realized that none of his spoiler aside, when he realized that none of his future tech he wasn't gonna be able to just zap Ant-Man at the end of the movie. At the end, oh, my stuff isn't working. All right, that's fine. I'll just kick your ass. Then he just straight kicking his ass.
One of those comedies where the little guy hits one of those ginormous men that's like a rock,
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
He stands there and looks at you like,
was that supposed to hurt? You saw that, Sean. You saw that in the trailer where he was like, when he says, did you really think you were going to beat me or win or something? And then Ant-Man says that line in the trailer, like, I don't have to, we don't have to, like, I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. Like he was like, he knew like he was gonna get his ass kicked by this dude that's all jacked up. It was great. But Kang being, and at the same time, Kang is not a giant titan the way Thanos is, but he is equally as much of a threat. And
there was one character that you laughed at seeing, like it was a nice surprise.
Oh yeah. I don't want to spoil it.
I don't watch it.
I'll say this: if you know anything about the MODOK character, look out for MODOK. If you've seen Ant-Man 1, good. If you're gonna go into Ant-Man 3 with a nice surprise. It was pretty funny. A lot of dick jokes, a lot of dick jokes in there. So it was funny. It was the most epic out of the 3 Ant-Man movies, but the fact that Michael Pena, the fast-talking friend of his, where he wasn't in it, I missed him. I understand why he wasn't in it. His whole band of his band of merry men are not in this movie at all, and they technically would have made sense if they would have all been together to get stuck in the quantum realm. That would have been funny. I think that would have been hilarious, but for some reason they wrote them out of this movie.
Well, I think
it might have been because of T.I.'s scandal. But go ahead.
not that he would have fit in the storyline, but
the narrating though that he
But
did in the beginning of the end,
the beginning,
that would have been great.
Opening and the closing up of things, he could have fit even a tiny little.
People
piece
are all saying that Michael Pena should be the MCU official narrator to recap everything. If in case you didn't see it, this is what happened on Endgame or in the last, like Michael, but that fast talking funny way Michael Pena does it, he should do that for every movie, and I think that would have fit for this one too. But they didn't do it. But I don't know why it's getting such low reviews. I had a great time with it. Is it a top 10 MCU movie? No, maybe it's not even. Maybe I wouldn't even have it as a top 20. But it's way better than, I feel like 53%. I don't know if it's better than part 1 yet. I'm not gonna say it's the best out of the 3 Ant-Man movies. If I was to rank it right now, I would say Ant-Man 1, then Ant-Man 3, then Ant-Man 2. Because I feel like Ant-Man 2 is down there with Thor 2 and Thor 4 and Iron Man 2. That's why I feel like Ant-Man 2 is hovering around. That's how I feel about Ant-Man 2. But Ant-Man 3 was way better than Ant-Man 2. And I think it does. It's suffering from, here's what I think it's suffering from. From when Bob Chapek was still in charge of Disney and forcing Kevin Feige to just pump out content for Disney Plus. And it was stretching Kevin Feige thin, and reducing the quality. Phase 4 suffered from Bob Chapek making Kevin Feige do too much. But now that Bob Chapek is gone and Bob Iger is back, and he's given control back to the creatives like Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige recently said on a report that we're reducing the scale. We're not putting that much content out like we did for the last 2 years when the last guy was in charge. We're dialing it back down. I think Phase 5, after all the stuff, the movies and TV shows that come out while the last guy was in charge, I think Kevin Feige will steer the ship back in the right direction, because I'll admit that it feels like the quality started to dip, and I think Ant-Man suffered from that, and I feel like the shows suffered from that. But I think after I think when the next couple of movies come out, I think it'll be fine. That's just my opinion. But I put out a full review on our blog. It's already up. It's live on the blog. It's I'll put this review portion of it. I thought it was a great time. I'm surprised that 48%. It's officially rotten.
Oh, I was like,
it's
I have holes.
I have holes was one of the funniest lines in it. I'm not going to give you the context of what that means, Sean, but I have holes was one of the funniest lines in it. Sean, how many holes do you have? That's one of the funniest lines in the movie, man. Yeah. You thought about it. He has 7. Yeah, he's a man. He has 7 holes. And I was like, and all the men in the theater were all counting like, yeah, 7 holes. Yeah, 7 holes. Men have 7 holes. We have 7. But guys, let us know what you guys think. Share your thoughts below in the box about if you go check out Quantumanium, or if you're not going to check it out, if you're agreeing with the critics. Usually in these situations, the fans are like, critics don't know what they're talking about. I think in this situation, this is going to prove that critics are usually on par with how people on average usually think. I thought it was a fun movie. I don't think it deserves a 48, but I'm not gonna go on a whole critics don't know what they're talking about rant about it. Guys, let's talk. We'll talk about that more later on. Maybe not. Share your thoughts, and let's move on to are we on Act 3 already?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Okay, mm-hmm. I had an idea for. Oops, that's not it. I had an idea for the last part of the show. Valentine's Day week. I lied to my wife and said, we don't care about Valentine's. We're a couple that don't care about Valentine's Day, and Joy just went along with it. But I think she really wanted those flowers. I can see it in her eyes. But I played it off smooth. I was like, babe, we're too hip. Valentine's Day is for suckers. It's engineered by the candy company and all that. We're not a part of that. And then she just gave me that look like, okay, what the fuck ever, Chris. All right, but I feel like I played it off pretty smooth. But the day after Valentine's Day, that's when the real ish starts to happen. So I wanted to go into some there's a website that I found. The cringe-worthy dating profiles for all you single suckers out there who are still out there on Tinder and all those websites and stuff like that. That have to that you're not booed up like me and Joy and Sean. And when I say me, Joy, and Sean, I don't mean Sean's like a third. I mean Sean's also a married man. So that's what I don't mean like that. I don't think Sean's looking to be signed up as in a throuple, right? Right, Sean?
Negative.
But let's see where's the camera? Here we go. Let me do a rundown on. I'm trying to find it.
Sean says, I might live near the beach, but there's no upside pineapples at our
There's no
house.
upside down pineapples in front
I
of
just recently found out what that
you.
means.
Just now, dude. There's a show called Ghosts, and they're next door neighbors. They had an upside down pineapple
He
in
saw
one
it
of
in one
their.
episode and was like, I wonder if that's.
I think they're
where we're
swingers.
going.
It was funny because I saw a picture of an upside down pineapple in one episode, and then like 10 episodes later, they acknowledged it. Like, oh yeah, they're swingers. That Go Guy. We were gonna talk about Ghosts on this episode, but I ran out of time in prepping the
I
show.
love both versions of that show. I like the UK version and the
That
American.
show is hilarious. I wanted to eventually one of these days I want to talk about all the rules, the different rules that they have in that universe. But anyway, let's talk about these. These may be the worst dating bios I have ever seen. So let's see if we can judge this real quick. It's harder than ever to meet people IRL, which means many people have turned to dating apps. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and maybe people find great partners on apps, but you usually have to wade through a bunch of truly terrible profiles to find someone good. I can contest that is true. Here's let's see. Here's one dating app. This person had a list of don'ts that included trying to be a Kardashian and wanted to raise the minimum wage. Okay, all right.
His bio is blank.
His bio is deleted. 24 business development executive. 2 miles away. I don't know where from. Norwegian business developer manager obsessed with travel, expensive restaurants, BoJack Horseman, and essential. Is that nihilism? I don't know. This is all his don'ts. Don't be a militant feminist.
A militant feminist.
Don't be a, what do they call it? Don't be a feminazi. I know a guy overseas that said that, called women feminine. She's a damn feminazi. XBMI is greater than 24. Laziness is unattractive. No unnatural hair colors. X tries to be a Kardashian. X, I identify myself as. Don't come up to him with that. I identify myself as. X, due to the patriarchal society. No havers instead of doers. No Kurt Cobain fangirls. What?
Do we still have those? I mean, the man's been dead for.
Kurt Cobain, man. We need to raise the minimum wage, women. No ex-slags or current slags. No, I am offended and I have rights. So he wants women to acknowledge that they don't have rights. And no baggy jeans. Man.
Also, what did Kurt Cobain ever do to you, dude?
Yeah. There's another person. There's another profile. Part of the time on a tradition of making a dating profile that demands everything and provides nothing. Straight man, 38 miles away. Sean, what do you think about this? Sean, what do you think? Is this you, Sean? Gamer. Here's the requirements. Don't be fat. Have a 80K plus salary job. How much you want to bet that this guy is unemployed?
Yeah.
Must weigh less than 130 pounds. Cannot be taller than 5'8". I'm assuming he's 5'8". Must be fit. Then this is the third mention of.
Yeah, he keeps talking about that.
And I can guarantee you, he probably is a hefty. A hefty man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hefty in my dick. No baggage. No feminist. Yep, there it is. No feminazis. No feminist qualities.
Must hold conservative core values So he needs the
You gotta-
50s housewives.
He's trying to say some stuff without saying stuff.
Yeah,
because
you
he
better-
doesn't want to come off like
you
an
voted
asshole.
for Obama, swipe left.
Be open. I want you to be leave it to Beaver Mom, but also be a swinger on the side.
Where? What does it say
It
that?
says be open-minded, but be conservative.
Be conservative, but be open-minded.
Oh God.
Be a lady in the street, but let me put it in the booty. Don't fucking argue with me. He literally says that. Don't fucking argue with me. I am not your daddy. You're paying for the first date.
I'm sure they're hitting this guy's profile.
This is the equivalent of what do you bring to the table? I'm not your daddy. You're paying for the first date. 50-50 lifestyle. Stop smoking. It's nasty. Yes, Sean. Stop smoking. It's
I don't
nasty.
smoke.
Stop. If you're not a 7 hot, I'm not interested. If I swipe right on you and you failed a requirement, don't even bother matching. Well, that okay. My standards get lost if your butt hurt. They're my standards, so get lost if your butt
And
hurt.
that's why you're single, my friend.
Sean, you sure this isn't your profile, man? Gamer.
I never had to do online I've never done that. Like I never understood that. It was never like an appealing thing. Like I don't know.
Fun fact. That's
This
how me and
person-
enjoy, man.
This person literally refused to use any photos of themselves
Uh-huh.
until you know them better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show you how disgusting I am until we've already had sex.
This one throws me out, babe.
Which one?
This dating profile required that you not watch Grey's Anatomy or have a cat.
Yeah, you'd have been
out.
gone. Yeah, Joy would have been fucking out of there. That's all her. Joy got me into Grey's Anatomy. Is that the last one? What is all this? What is this one right
I
here?
don't know. It's like someone wrote a novel.
You want to read that one? You want me to read it?
Let's see.
So I'm guessing most women want to know a little about a guy on the internet before talking with him. Like my super sexy pictures aren't enough. Whatever. Well,
Come on,
I'm
bro.
super funny. I'm super funny. I'm sarcastic, dry, quick. His dick is dry. Quick-witted. It's F, and really loud. I can't help it. My voice travels far and loud. As a kid, my mom was already telling me to shut up. You're too loud. She's great. I'm also
Lord.
tone deaf, mostly to tones I don't want to hear. I'm working on it. Oh, okay. That's just some a few fun things. You want me to keep going? You want to move on to the last
Says
thing?
the fun part. Deal breakers. Get your tissues, lady. No recent body pics. I work out, but I don't mind a nice thicky chickie. You have more than one child. I'm not looking for an instant family. I want to make my own.
Yeah.
You're on serious medication, like the stuff that would make you wig out on me if you forgot to take it one day and then not remembering what you did the next day. Definitely no benzos.
What the fuck is a benzo?
Benzodiazepines. They're psych
All right.
meds. You're a dog mom. That's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's cool, Sean. Go ahead, bro.
All right, guys.
Sean's got to call off early real quick, but we'll finish up the rest of the show. Sean, if Sean said that if you want to reach out to him online, you can. He's at Mind Your Own Effing Business. So what do you think, Sean? You think we can get this back on track and get you back on the show again or something?
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy talking about this stuff.
All right, do your sign off before we call it off. If people want to reach, how do you close the show for yourself?
I turn off the camera and I hope you guys have a good night.
What about the slogan?
Watch the movies, play the games, kill the noobs.
All right, see you, Sean.
Later.
Later, man.
Later.
We'll get online later. But that was Sean Malloy, guys. All right, let's finish out. One of the last things I want to pull up, if I can, real quick. Where is it? There it is. That was a few dating profiles for some real nice guys. But let's look up some 18 strange Tinder profiles. That's so those were the cringe profiles that you guys that aren't booed up like me and Mrs. Fagan over here that you guys are bumping into. But let's look into some Tinder profiles here. What we got right here? What do we? Kelly, 24 miles away. About Kelly. What does that say? I'm sentient trash, non-binary, female queer. I'm not a woman and don't call me one. I like lots of other stuff. Bedroom pop, cartoons, food, puppies, aliens, you name it. Okay. She had me as sentient trash. If you like it, I love it. Ain't nothing better than sentient. If the trash is sentient, then I'm ready. I'm down. Let's see. We got a nice looking dude right here. Dude named Mark. McMaster University, less than a kilometer away. Kilometer. I'm looking for a girl to dress up like Garfield and eat lasagna off my chest.
But no weirdos.
But no weirdos. Put it on my chest. Like hot?
I don't know.
Like hot lasagna?
I'm going to assume he's hoping that
it's funny.
Will get him some messages saying, "Oh, that's so hilarious."
No, people are gonna take that serious, bro. No, you want. He literally wants that. That's what he wants. I'm not gonna tell you what.
But don't be weird.
But yeah, don't be weird about it. Smear that lasagna all over my nipples, and then slurp, slurp, slurp. Lovely young lady right here, 22, 71 kilometers away. Vegan, feminist. I only date guys with muscles and an income. Anti-vaccination. I am vegan. If you're not an atheist, you need to check yourself. You know my name, not my story. I'm hard.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Anti. So she's gonna get you.
She can't even spell vaccination, but okay.
Now you gotta register nurse here that's checking your grammar. 18, 7 miles away. I love me a guy in a fedora. Oh, I got out of my fedora phase in the early 20s. Well, just kidding. If you wear a fedora, don't fucking message me. I don't got time for your mixed signals.
That's such a small, like, what, do you just meet a lot of guys in fedoras?
The dude wearing that fedora really had his hopes up. He was like looking at her like, fedora, smiley face. Man, it's like, no fedoras. Go f yourself. Ramsey, 25, 4 miles away. Active 22 minutes ago. She was just online a second ago. I'm a chubby, non-binary vegan queer. I sling vegan baked goods like for a living. I reference Harry Potter on the daily. If you're not down for polyamory, then we probably won't get along.
She's into the thruples.
I know. What do you think, babe? You want to swipe right?
I know.
We're not swiping right on that?
I'm going to pass.
Damn it. I was so close. So close. This is why we needed Tabatha here to help us out with the les business.
I don't know what's weird about this one.
Married, 20, 7 miles away. Feminist. Veterinarian, journalist.
No, vegetarian.
Oh, vegetarian.
Journalist, music junkie. I mean, there's not really any.
Maybe they're just making fun of like her glasses or something like that, or that smirk on her face.
Take offense to that.
You matched with Parody on February 13th, 2017.
K, konnichiwa, cutie-chan, 33, tips fedora and blushes, hides behind corner, waiting for milady to respond. Just like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, those guys who put those messages where teehee hiding behind my own hands in a shy pose, and like those guys that write that stuff out. Yeah, those guys are weird. Yeah, run, girl. There you go. Good looking dude. Tim, 23. Sam Houston, baby. He's right here. He's right here, baby. He's right here in our city. I lost my watch at a party once. An hour later, I saw some guy stepping on it while he was harassing some woman at the party. Infuriated, I immediately went over, punched him, and broke his nose. No one does that to a woman. Not on my watch. That's hilarious.
Very clever, my friend.
That's good. No, swipe right on this dude. All the ladies swipe right on Tim. That's actually, I don't know what the hell y'all thinking. That's gold. I wish I'd have thought of that. Cindy, what do you got, babe? 24.
The only reason I want a boyfriend is so that when I'm singing Fergalicious and it's at the part where she says, I be up in the gym just working on my fitness, he's my witness, I can point to him and he'll do the little woo-woo part, because right now I have to do both parts by myself and it's stressful because right after the woo-woo part, I have to get right back into rapping and the transition is harder than you think.
Pass. Vanessa 19, if what you look for is a girl with personality, then you're in luck because I have multiple. Don't listen to her. That's actually kind of funny. You say you like a little stubble on his armpit? Swipe up on this.
There is a lady on TikTok who has dating profiles, and her channel is, she purposefully puts the worst photos of herself possible on her profile just to see.
Are we still on?
Yeah. Just to see what kind of responses she gets and to prove that, like, it doesn't really matter. She's like, I tried putting my nice pictures and whatever, and you would get the, you don't look like your pictures, or wasn't what I was expecting, different things. So she goes, so I purposely put
the worst thing she
awful pictures, like making
pictures
faces,
like this.
Yeah, I mean, just anything, and still, like,
guys
the
will
stuff
still
that
be
she
like,
gets is just bizarre.
Can I get some 1 mile away? To be honest, I just want to get some free Chipotle out of this. I mean, like, she's being honest. Megan, 24. I prefer my men out of shape and overly sensitive. Yeah, all right. Well, your inbox is definitely flooded with a lot of suitors. Alessandra, 27. There we go. I'm married and not interested. I just think Tinder is a fun activity while I poop. You're going to still get a lot of swiping rights. You got Nicole, 19. I'm 5'11", and if you couldn't tell, I have long brown hair and hug tits. And huge tits. I said hug tits. You know where my mind was at, in huge tits. That's funny. That's good. You're going to get a swipe on that. Chelsea, if you like celery in soup, I hope you like celery on your children's graves because you're weak. Your bloodline's weak, and you will never survive the winter. What?
All right.
She went dark. Holy jeez. Samantha, 21.
Standing tall at 5'2". I want to do adult things with you. Taxes. Panting softly. Pay the mortgage. Make sure we turned off all the lights. Our utility bill was fucking $300.
No, she would get a swipe. Oh, what the hell? Courtney loves the party. Like look, holding that tube. She like, her profile should just, if her profile doesn't say you wish this was you, you wish this was you. How would I describe myself? 3 words: hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer, merciless,
insatiable.
Alpha male. Okay. Spider-Man 37, crime fighter at the Avengers, less than a kilometer away. Friendly, sensitive, strong, sense of responsibility, liberal sexual altitude, 2 previous interests. Neither ended particularly well. So now I'm looking for that special someone to hang around with, good with heights and basic first aid, but not a deal breaker. Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, there's some Tinder profiles that make you glad that you're already booed up, or make you sad that you're still in the dating game and this is what you have to deal with in some parts of the U.S. and overseas. So sucks to be you if this is what you're dealing with. But Me and Joy are already booed up, so yeah, we're good. We're dealing with that. We're dealing with life being awesome for us, guys. That's the show, guys. We're gonna sign off next week. Hopefully, we'll get back on track. We were supposed to talk about some other things, but we missed the boat, guys. Thank you guys for joining us in the live chat. Thanks, Sean, for coming back to the channel, helping us out, filling the gap that was the void that was left. Get better soon, Tabs. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, but we had fun at the Ant-Man screening, so it was great. So, guys, go check out Ant-Man. I think it was pretty good. Go check it out. Leave your thoughts below. Share your thoughts about any other topics that we talked about today. And until next time, guys, have a good one. And if you want to reach out to me, you can always find me at Chris W. Fagan on all the social medias. That's where you can find me. Where's my it's my name thing not there? Oh, no, it's there. It's there. Babe, if they want to reach out to you online, what can they do so?
My TikTok's Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy. Or my Etsy store, Scrub Caps and More by Joy.
All right, guys.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.